All right. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space. This is Kinneas, a.k.a. Tony Tuthill, and I am showing you how to cache in high res, and cache in general. So, let me go back to the options here. You'll find caching under Options, under Data, and it's down here at the bottom. And you can choose rolling cache, and as I understand this records and caches areas that you fly for the next time that you fly, and you can set the gigabyte limit here. Do know that changes to this take a lot of time to implement. So the higher you make this, the longer it's going to take. So I set my manual cache down here to 64 gig, and it took an hour. And this is an SSD drive. Okay, your cache path. You can delete your cache file. All right, now manual cache. Click the view button. This is where it gets fun. Pick the airport that you want to fly out of. I do my flying out of Meadow Lake in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Select that, and it'll start loading your area for you. I've already done some of this, so it's highlighting. This took me, I had to go to the forums to find out and ask somebody smarter than me. Okay, so when you first come in here, you won't see these white outlined areas. Again, I've been in here already. What you will see is this ghost image starting to show up, your map images underneath. Let me zoom out here. Okay, so it's selected areas, and I've been selecting all of these areas, the route that I normally fly, and areas that I fly in. All right. When you first... Okay, let's go over here. This is, again, the location that's going to be saved. This is where I changed the size, and then you click Modify. Again, it could take a really long time. You can select all. You have these options here to highlight different areas that you have chosen. All right. Now, before you even do this, you're going to have to click this right here. Cache New Region. So let me zoom back into my airport. And then you'll click Cache New Region. Okay, it's going to tell you have your painting tools. You can left click and pan around the screen. The right click is a paintbrush, and it highlights the area that you want to cache. All right. You can hold Control and right click, and it removes it. Now the cache quality when I'm zoomed out, this is what took me a while to figure out and had to go ask help for. When you are zoomed out and you select an area, it's by default at a low resolution. The closer you zoom in, now it's set to medium. So areas that I select now are going to be medium resolution. The further I zoom in, now I'm getting high resolution. You see how that changed as I zoomed in? Let me zoom back out. I'm zooming out. It's going to go back to low. Okay, so selecting out here is low. Selecting in here, medium. And this is where you get your high fidelity. Now right click again and select an area. Once you've selected the areas, let me do a couple more. I'll fly out here later today. Oh, yeah, dumb me. You have to be down here, zoomed in to get these little tiny boxes. Right click and drag. And it gets a little touchy sometimes. You might want to go a little bit slower. I find that when even then, I'm trying to move slow and it still will jostle around on you. So just take your time and paint in the areas. All right, when you're done, hit finish and download. Now, let me show you just how that little area, everything else I've already cached, but let me show you how long it takes to cache just this little bit. Smoke if you got 'em. Let me raise my mug to you here. Here's to cheers. Here's to your health, well-being, and prosperity. I look forward to seeing you in there. This is a big step forward. Finally, if you're old like me, we finally made it to the point where Moore's Law means something. Do you remember when you first learned about Moore's Law? And you're like, my God, man, I'm going to be old before we have real compute power. And I'm old, and we're starting to get real compute power. This simulator is a monster with what it is doing and what it is leveraging as far as satellite data and all this data they're bringing together. And this is such a wonderful feature. If you have in the past ever tried to load photo stuff, it's very similar to this, but it's so much more complicated. It's just not intuitive at all. And Microsoft, they've done so much to bring all of these amazing features that have been available for really experienced flight simulators who want to go a lot further, and they've made it accessible. So that's how you cache. All right. I will see you in Microsoft Flight Simulator.